Infernal Shrines. You know I love this map, man.
Quite the map to play this grudge match. Apparently, these two teams have a history.
They do. They know each other very well. So we are going to watch TNG in the blue versus Penguin Bob in the uninstalls in the red. And Penguin Bob in the uninstalls is getting the first ban, first pick. Infernal Shrines. You looking for anything specific here?
I mean, the typical Kerrigan pick is always very strong, but there's a lot of ways that you can do this.
Right.
You can fight for the objective, or you can team fight. Artanis is a pretty strong ban right off the bat because he's really good in the meta right now. Nobody can.
He absolutely is good in the meta right now. And they know they don't want to deal with TNG swaps, so I could see that.
Let's see. Maybe a Diablo ban, I'm not sure. Or maybe the Kerrigan ban.
Kerrigan ban I'd like to see here. I would not have a problem with that ban. That would be good.
Although with this team, with these two teams knowing each other a bit, maybe they actually go for Ragnarok's ban. I was thinking maybe there'd be some targeted ban, but
I mean, Rag could be a targeted ban as well, right? We really don't know.
Yeah.
This is the first time we'll be watching Penguin Bob and the uninstalls, so we really have no frame of reference to them. Sylvanas, though, always strong on this map. Always, always. You know, we have a lot of games cast on Infernal Shrines with TNG. So I'm going to, let me just pull that up, because I just realized I actually have a lot of data about TNG here. Let's see if we can't figure out what they're going to do. Let's see. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me to see them lock in Zarya now, since the option's available, because they do pick Zarya a lot of the time. And almost always on Infernal Shrine, so that wouldn't surprise me at all. But it looks like everything else, yeah. The Artanis was a good ban, because that's one they had on a lot of Infernal Shrines, too. Tychus Dahaka, though, I like those picks. Dahaka with the global lets you soak a little bit more and get that early lead. Plus the AoE damage on the skeletons. Plus he's just a pretty solid tank at this point. And Tychus always a good auto attacker.
Yeah, picking up that Tychus actually means that they're going to go double tank. Team TNG is going to go double tank, and that really limits what the uninstalls can actually do here. Because they can go double tank if they wanted to, but that would just play into Tychus. So.
Right. But maybe, you know what I'd like to see here is maybe like an ETC Vala pick. Vala for the damage to whatever the double tanks are going to be, kind of to fill that Tychus role, and then ETC just to lock in a tank before you go into the next ban phase.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good. Ooh, they pick up the Rhaegar.
Oh, we have a fight going on here. Stealing the Zarya out from underneath TNG. That's just evil.
That's really interesting, because with them picking up Zarya, it just means that they are also going double tank into the Tychus. So
that's a good point. That's a good point.
They feel like taking away Zarya is actually a bigger gain than actually having their Tychus get value.
I might have to agree with that, because we've seen what TNG can do with Zarya. We've seen that a number of times. So I think I'm going to have to agree with you that they needed to do that.
And then bans will come out. Oh man, if both teams ban a tank or something, then things are really limited, right?
Right. That could be interesting, though. That might be what we see here. They're thinking hard about it. And a KT ban. Alright, so TNG bans out the Kael'thas. Oh, and an almost instant Malfurion ban. So you know you have the Rhaegar, you ban out the Malfurion, and you say, all right, TNG, what are you going to heal on? And you and I both know TNG is going to go, okay, well, we're just going to do this and show you how it's done. A lot of thinking going on.
Yeah, TNG thinking pretty hard.
Indeed.
I mean, they don't have to pick another tank, but it looks like they're going to.
I would agree.
So, I mean, the ETC pick here might not be bad as long as you follow it up with some damage. Oh, but they go Medivh variant.
I like these picks, actually. If you've been following HGC at all, Medivh variant has gotten a lot of value. And there've even been a number of games where variant has solo tanked. Actually, I like these picks. It leaves their last pick to go maybe a Tyrande. She doesn't get a lot of value here, but really they can go whatever healer they need to. They'll, between Medivh and that healer, they can even do Tassadar. Tassadar, of course, being stronger after the PTR patch hits live, but they really have a lot of options with that Medivh. They don't have to go super strong support. They can go something that's more, it does support, and it does some kind of utility function.
I think the uninstall should probably pick up ETC here because ETC has a lot of CC, right? It's really good versus variant and Medivh.
Yeah, I would like that pick too.
Leeming ETC.
Okay. All right, I like that. That could work out really well.
The Leeming pick is usually a good pick, but I'm kind of worried if they fight over shrines, right? Because there's all those, the skeletons there that block a bunch of the Leeming orbs. It blocks the magic missiles, whatnot.
No, I would agree. You know what? It's a shame that they picked what they did, but they could still do this. I'd almost like to see an Anubarak pick. Anubarak is a hard counter to Leeming, like just straight up. That's the only time I'd like to see him. And then build Varian is just a straight up bruiser. I know that's a lot of melee, but I feel like looking at the other team, you could get away with that. I don't think that's what we'll see here. I think we'll see something more along the lines of a Vala or maybe even a Chromie or some kind of, even a Kerrigan who's still available. I also agree with you that Li Ming gets kind of shafted on this map. I think that's why you saw the Kael'thas ban. Morales, okay. You know what? I totally forgot they didn't have their healer, and we're going to see a Morales.
Hey, Medivh is kind of a healer, right?
Right, and I was just thinking, like, you have enough self-sustain that you could have let Medivh fill the healer role and then done something like the Anub, because Varian heals himself, Dahaka heals himself, Tychus heals himself. Like, it could have worked. It probably would have been kind of clunky, but possible. One of those crazy things, right? Always possible, though.
I wonder if they're going to go the same synergy with Varian that Team 8 used in the HGC, where Varian does go the charge talent at 4, where he gets it faster and it stuns, and they just use Medivh for that protect, and then he will go tank.
Right. So, on the red team, where we have Penguin Bob in the uninstalls, we have Mr. Popo playing the Zarya, Fire on the ETC, Evil Penguin Bob 420 on the Li Ming, Workhorse on Rhaegar, and Thermic on the Sylvanas.
On blue team, we have Lili. Just kidding. We have Dayuni on Medic. We have Stu Manchu on the Dahaka. We have Ataro on the Medivh. We have Grim on the Tychus, and we have Asusake on the Varian.
Should be an interesting game. These two teams are familiar with each other. The battle begins. And it's Infernal Shrines, which, like I said last week, is definitely one of my favorite to cast. So we'll see. It does look like the uninstalls is going to go bottom lane and try to do the Sylvanas cheese. Meanwhile, TNG coming out middle, noticing they're not there, and Medic coming down early. But ETC, yeah, using that scouting drone, ETC taking some damage, but it looks like they are almost gonna get that bottom.
Oh,
Leeming got
caught by the tongue.
Yeah, tongue there. That was nice. That was actually a great move by Dahaka to try and pull that Leeming out and get that early kill, but not quite getting it. And now
the counter slide.
Right. So it looks like Dahaka is gonna soak this middle lane, and then I wouldn't be surprised to see him go top lane. Yep. And we're gonna go into the 4-man rotation that we typically see here from TNG. Waiting a little bit longer to, I think, pick up this wave first and then go bottom lane. Sylvanas, though, already down there trying to
really
finish off that
tower.
And she does finish off that tower. Medic with the scouting drone, and maybe that's... Nah, that can't be the reason they picked Medic. Scouting drone is not that powerful.
Last match, actually, whoever their healer was, I don't remember short-term memory, but TNG actually did pick the scouting drone on that map as well. So
right.
They really value the sight the scouting drone gives.
Okay, so maybe that is why they, you know, the mouth was eliminated. Maybe they went medic so that they could still get a scouting drone. That could be. I guess that makes sense. If you value the vision that much, which clearly map vision is key in this game. So it looks like Varian's gonna go and still clear mid in the hopes to secure some XP lead. They have the scouting drone sitting on the shrine, so they know nobody's actually doing anything at the shrine yet. So they quickly clear mid, and the uninstalls have started the shrine and are looking to take a quick lead if possible. But TNG has now arrived on scene, and so we're back into the east-west split. Each team on their own side, but Dahaka getting cheeky and maybe looking to get a kill here.
Oh man, that is very, very risky.
It pushed all of the uninstalls back, right? So it accomplished, I think, what they wanted to. They are evening up the skeletal defender count. They put some damage on some of the uninstalls, and it's no longer a we're each gonna take our own side. The uninstalls is working with a slight lead right now. Looks like about 5 to 7, depending when it is. But TNG is looking to push them off of the shrine completely if they can. Actually, TNG's been soaking this bottom lane almost the whole time too, with Tychus dropping down and putting some bullets into the minions where he can, just to keep that XP soaked, and that has successfully given them about almost a complete level lead. But Medivh really low there. Needs to go out and tap.
If the uninstalls, yeah, if they want to do something, you gotta make a move. Now is the time, right?
And they did get the Punisher, and a lot of TNG is really low right now. So this John Cena could work out really well, especially with Sylvanas shutting down that cannon and the wall already being down. So this is definitely going to be a fort.
Sylvanas Punisher.
Right. They should definitely get the fort here. ETC's sliding in, looking to get a stun to help John Cena maybe secure a kill there, but not able to. They do get the fort. And they are looking to press the advantage and maybe get the keep wall at least. Or it looks like they might back out. They haven't decided. Nope, they're going to stay and hopefully get this keep wall. Could this be the game that TNG loses? Nobody has successfully baited that Punisher over the wall yet. Oh, there we go. So uninstalls is gonna focus on taking down the rest of this wall in this cannon, and then probably back out here. That's what I'd like to see him do. They did get the whole keep wall, and the Punisher is down now, and they've gotten just a little bit of a lead out of that. But both teams are hitting 7 right now, so they got value out of the Punisher, but they were that far behind in XP that taking the front fort wall and the keep wall down only gave them the slightest of XP leads now.
Hey, the Haka believed in his team that they would be able to defend that 4v5, and he's just soaking top the entire time.
And you got the whole top wall because of that. Dahaka doing split push type Dahaka things, which is always good if you can work that out. In the meantime, the uninstalls did take TNG's Siege Giant camp, but TNG able to kill that camp almost immediately and not suffer any damage because of it. While they were defending that, though, the uninstalls did get their Siege Giant camp, and now there's quite the large wave mid lane coming in right now, which is going to enable the uninstalls to get the bottom Siege Giant camp as well. It looks like the Haka and Tychus are taking their TNG's Shaman camp right now, looking to get that pushing top lane. And the Crow just flying around and making sure he knows where everybody is on the map. So it is tied, level 8 to level 8. Their XP is just the slightest bit different, not enough to really talk about. And it looks like the uninstalls are just rotating around and trying to keep their lanes as pushed as possible while picking up their Shaman camp. And we are going to have a top lane Punisher. Li Ming is trying to slow down this Shaman camp. So top lane Punisher, if TNG can win this, is going to go in, no wall, straight into the fort, which could give them an advantage. But looks like they want to soak for 10 while the uninstalls is starting the shrine. It is an arcane Punisher, so I'd like to see them get a huge lead here, or set up to try and take out TNG when they rotate up.
This is actually really smart by Team TNG, because they did soak enough. The Hawk is still soaking, and that trickle EXP is pretty huge in the early game. So
and there
10 is on the board.
Oh, the polybomb, and Tyke is popping Odin right away and going in. I'm coming for you in his big robot suit, and that's going to be a dead Sylvanas against 4-on-1. Sylvanas was not winning that fight, and so their strategy paid off. They soaked 10. They have popped some ultimates or heroics rather, and they are doing damage and taking the shrine. They're still down 32-16 on the skeletal defenders, but really they're zoning all of the uninstalls away from the shrine so that they can't get in and can't increase their count. Really, I'd like to see the uninstalls soak 10 somewhere. They're so close that they just need to get it and be ready to do an engage. And Li Ming going in early is not going to help that situation if she dies. So they need to stay alive. They have a secure enough lead, and now that they have their heroic abilities, go in with their heroic abilities. And there's Ancestral right away. And we had Zarya pop hers. I mean, they used a lot of ultimates, and they ended up dying in a lot of cases. And that should be a dead Zarya. Nope, she's going to get away. But the uninstalls did secure the Punisher, and that Punisher is going to start working on the front wall top lane. So, an uneven exchange, 2-0 to the side of TNG, and all the uninstalls got out of it was a John Cena that's not going to take out the front wall, which is kind of a bummer for them. But in the meantime, they are bottom lane trying to grab this siege camp that is TNG's. It looks like they are going to succeed here. I'd like to see them push this in middle a little bit and try and make something happen with it. They are on the same talent tier, even though it's 12 versus 10, and it's not going to stay that way for long, so I'd like to see them try to take advantage of it.
I don't think that they'll engage very much, even though that the enemies, or not the enemies, the Team TNG are going to become, at level 13, they're going to get a new talent, because most of their ultimates are down from the last fight.
Yeah, but you have Zarya's up, ETC's is about to be up, Sylvanas is 5 seconds away. I mean, they could at least start posturing and getting ready for it. Instead, they're splitting for the soak, and they're not ready to take advantage of one of the few times where they will have even tiers. Oh, it looks like they're going to try and close on this Varian, though. That's going to be a dead Varian. So I take that back. That was a great use of some some heroic abilities to try and at least get a single kill on the board, and they did with that Varian kill. So 3 kills to 1. They are still Sorry, the uninstalls are still ahead structurally. And with Sylvanas here, they can push this in if they want to.
Yeah, this is a good move by the uninstalls because they're saying, hey, we do have the Sylvanas, we can push this in. If you guys don't respond to us, then we're just going to push in, you know, the entire lane.
Right, and it is 13 versus 12 now, so TNG did secure their level 13 talents. And the uninstalls is going to need to soak a little bit to try and catch that, or go in and run the risk of getting easily killed. So I'd like to see them grab 13 real quick. Both sides just kind of posturing around the shrine. Up, and TNG does activate it, looking to get a quick lead, while the uninstalls does try to soak 13. So the uninstalls move bottom lane, and that wave should be enough to give them 13. It does. And are they going to come up, or are they going to push in? Because really they can do either here, and it looks like TNG is going to go steal the Shaman camp away from the uninstalls, which is a good move by TNG. Why not? They're all the, you know, they're bottom lane. You have the time to grab it real quick. Looks like they were trying to decide if the uninstalls had gone back to push in on that bottom keep, which they had not. So TNG's looking to have an engagement here. Odin popped, putting out some damage, typical Odin fashion.
Adaptation used.
And they're trying to drag Zarya, but they're not going to successfully pick her off. They do, however, pick off Sylvanas in the meantime. And they're looking to get some more kills here, or at least zone everybody all from uninstalls all the way out. So they do successfully do that. Looks like the Haka's going to be real quick and probably clear up that bottom lane Giants and wave that's pushing on the key. And TNG does secure this Punisher. And it is a mortar Punisher, and the wall is already down, so it's going to put some pressure on this fort. I don't think they're going to actually get this fort. And that was a great shield by Zarya. She took the Punisher, baited him in, and was unstoppable and just walked away.
Oh man, Sylvanas playing a dangerous game right there.
She was. She pulled the Punisher in, but at what cost? I mean, it wasn't too bad. She survived, and they are not going to get the keep wall unless they try to stay. I don't think TNG really wants to stay here. That's not really a fight they're looking for. I could be wrong, but
oh, here comes the stage dive. It's a fight the uninstalls are looking for.
That's a great dive, but the slide afterwards really should have been on the other side to knock him back. However, it might cost the Haka his life here. Nope. Great heal, and then a great portal out, and nobody from TNG is going to lose their life. It was a nice dive. I wanted his power slide to be into a slightly different direction for that, though. And now we're going into the let's get as many merc camps as we can phase of the map. TNG setting up to look for maybe a pick here with the Haka, Varian, and Medic, but I don't know if they sensed it or not, but they walked away, and they're actually considering grabbing TNG Shaman camp. But, you know, with the flying bird floating around, you can't really sneak up on anybody. Does look like
that
ETC
portal, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I think ETC was thinking about trying to power slide him and kill him, but the damage wasn't quite there. Oh, medevac in behind him, though. This could be great for TNG and bad for the uninstalls. Everybody's popping their heroic abilities and looking for kills here. Couple of people low, but nobody really in danger of dying yet. Zarya is really low and ends up getting ancestral. But no kill was secured there.
Sylvanas is pretty far back here.
Yeah, she was not where she wanted to be. I did not notice her even end up over there. But it looks like the top shrine's going to pop too. And they're just going to push in. TNG's just going to push in and take this fort out first. And there's really nothing that uninstalls can do about it right now. They're down a level. and they're down a player, so they just have to back out and soak, try and hit 16. Looks like the Hawk is going to start solo soaking the skeletal defenders here, while Medivh flies around to get some vision, and the rest of TNG takes their shaman camp. I like this decision. Potentially, you will have a shaman camp pushing with your Punisher. Medivh scouting out that the rest of uninstalls is pushing towards the shrine, so Dahaka knows he needs to back out a little bit, and they do have a 13-2 lead on skeletal defenders right now. And it looks like they're looking to engage here. Both teams. Silencing Arrow used, Graviton Surge used. Polybombs out. We're popping heroics left and right and looking for a kill. I don't think we're gonna see one here though.
ETC still has stage dive.
But everybody's pretty healthy at this point. ETC going really deep on that medic.
Medic maybe getting caught out of here.
No, and they're gonna turn it around. Sylvanas is getting Ancestral, but ETC has to defensively dive. And is gonna die, but he's gonna take Varian with him.
Adaptation is just too strong.
Yep, that's a dead Sylvanas, and I think that's gonna be a dead. Yep, dead Zarya. They might catch Rhaegar here. They might not. Oh, they did catch Rhaegar, and I think. Oh, Li Ming's really low. Oh, she barely escaped with her life. So at this point, I'd like to see Dahaka go back to the skeletal defenders, and the rest of the team take the shaman camp right here. And that is what we're gonna get. Does look like 10 more seconds until Varian's back up. Dahaka is on the skeletal defenders, and Li Ming is doing her best to try to defend. But she is the only one alive. Oh, nope, ETC's back up. And it looks like we have Sylvanas spawning now. Are they gonna... They're just gonna clear waves. I was wondering if they were gonna grab another siege camp while they were at it. And that's going to be an Arcane Punisher top lane for TNG.
Arcane Punisher, the most dangerous of all Punishers.
And Medivh is flying up here as fast as his little bird flappy arms can. They are on the same talent tiers, so it's 17 versus 18, but at least the talent tiers are the same. So this should be the fight that Uninstalls is looking for, but that was a quick kill on Li Ming. They popped that side wall down and just the Haka stunned her and took her out as quick as they could.
I don't know if that's exactly the fight that the uninstalls are looking for.
Timing wise, I think that was the fight they needed. How it went, I do not think is what they were looking for there. And it looks like they might push in on the core here, or try to secure another kill with the help of John Cena. Now it looks like they're gonna do some damage to the core and just try to protect themselves as they go. I'm not sure if they're in a position to get this core yet, but with the kill of ETC and with Zarya so low, maybe they are.
I'm really surprised that Ancestral didn't go off.
I thought it was going to. Maybe it was just too quick. I mean, that's all I can think of. And they do have their level 20 talents, and they are, it looks like, gonna finish. Yeah, Dahaka's just sitting on the core with Tychus right now. Like, you aren't gonna get that. Yep. So that was a good game. That was actually, I'm gonna have to say, that was probably the closest game for TNG that we've cast so far.
Oh
What do
yeah.
you think?